We've been traveling all over the world, doing a lot of interviews, but really high stakes interviews, because these are, a couple characters to do a global brand piece. So I know how you prepare is of the utmost importance, and would like you to share with us what are some of the main techniques you're employing here to make sure that you nail it when you get that chance.
We interviewed John, general manager down in Punta Mita.
Talk from your heart, not from a script.
He, in addition to being an outstanding corporate coach and a general manager and leader, is also an avid painter and a published poet. And he had been so kind as to gift one of his recent publications to Caitlin. And when I learned that he was a poet, we care. We want to bring an authenticity and a care to the interviews that we conduct. And so I read his poetry. But beyond that, there were several turns of phrase that were really interesting to me and I felt would invite the right conversation with him. And so I committed him to memory. And then without prompting and without a need to, reference the book itself or turn through the pages, in our conversation, I was able to bring those up organically. Mediocrity is a spiritual cancer.
Wow, impressed.
I didn't just grab 3 random sets of words on any page in his book. I looked for 3 passages that would ultimately lead into a line of thought that was story relevant.
That's beautiful. Because the fact is sometimes when we are looking at our own canvas of who we are ourselves, or our own foundations of who we are, through fear, through inability to access, we sometimes don't know how to get access to our true reservoir of who we are.
Our friend was sharing with us the idea of the incredible sunsets that happen down in Punta Mita.
The color that we have is very unique. In this area of the north, it's kind of blue, as you can see, but if you go to the south, it's kind of green, so it's beautiful.
She brought an answer to this idea that was on the cusp of something that was going to be fresh, unique, inviting, and compelling. However, it had just fallen short of where we really wanted that idea to be explored. And so as a follow-up to that idea, because it's conversational and because it's not a list of questions, and I hadn't checked that question off as a to-do, rather I was able to explore and allow the curiosity of the moment to take over, I said, if you were to have a small box of crayons, what colors would you pull out? And how do you use them? Because you said blue and you said green, but I bet there are 50 shades of blue, 50 shades of green, some yellows, pink maybe. What colors and why?
Definitely orange and purple. Why? The orange for the sunsets that we have every day, it's a very, very intense orange color. And the purple, I will add it because there are certain tones also that makes that a special effect when the sun is going down, that it looks like kind of purple.
I think in terms of her experience around that moment is it allows her to question something that she might find commonplace, but it also allows her to feel the emotion of the moment. It also allows her to invite us in more detail into what she loves about it. And as a result of what she loves about it, we can be transported to that same level of love. Please remember at all times that when you are having a conversation with someone on camera, they are a reflection of you. Now, that can mean that if you need them to be loud and energetic and expressive, you're going to bring that to the interview. I will always reflect and give every bit of social permission and organ grinding dancing that you possibly can provide in order to help give them the social permission to go where it is that interview is going to go. You are hopeful that what the event is that you're about to have with friends is full of energy and life. Walk into the room with the energy and life that you hope that this moment has, right? It can be an extension of all of these things. It's not isolated to the conversation you're having with someone on camera, but it's you can use each and every one of these techniques and each and every one of these intentions in our life in order to have a more rich and meaningful connection with others.